right, I've waited years to actually make this video. XRP, it's your turn. We got to go all the way in. Full chart analysis. Let's get it. 786 assassins. What's up, everybody? Good to see you back. So, you guys all know my Genesis story about how I got here, where I came from, what I bought at first. Well, it's important that we understand things are finally changing in the direction that we want to see, and I think it's important that we chart it out and talk about it. Foreshadowing here, everything I'm going to say is not financial advice. You're all going to see what you've already seen before somewhere else. Only you guys know how I'm no BS, and I'm going to keep it straight with you, and I'm not going to try to twist this to make it fit my narrative. I'm just going to show you what I see on the chart. I think it's going to play out pretty well. All right, without further ado, let's get into the charts and talk about this a little bit. Let's snap to it. So, right out of the bat right here, I've got the current XRP chart pulled up. I'm on a daily time frame. I got a couple things drawn out here for you. First, I want to show you if we pull back here a little bit and we go to a clean chart with nothing on it, which is just like XRP Bitstamp here, and we go all the way back in history, remove every bit of drawing we got here, and I want to show you kind of clean from the beginning here what I see happening and what I see playing out. All right, so this is back in the beginning, all the way back to 2013 when XRP first hit the market and first came out. There will be those of you who say XRP is not meant for retail. If that's the case, then why can retail buy it? Exactly. So let's drop the narratives and stick to the chart, shall we? And we shall. Remove all these drawings. Just want to show you cleanly here. I've got the 200 moving average pulled up right there, but I'm going to move that off so you don't see it yet. We had a clear-cut downtrend our first couple years in XRP, didn't we? Yes, we did. Big downtrend. You can see here that this thing jumped the downtrend back in August or September of 2016. Important date, remember that. And then we had a very nice back test of the bull trend line, bear trend line, whatever you want to call that. Big run up, blew the top off, had a great time. Not sure where I stopped recording there, so let's start it back here. So this is my Genesis story. Got into XRP back in 2018. Someone told me it's going to be $10,000 a coin. We know better than that now, so not the point. More so what I wanted to harp on is when I bought and why I bought, all right? I was told, hey man, again, $10,000 a coin. September 2018, price roughly 28 cents. So right about here's when I got in, and as soon as I bought, the thing started going up, and I felt really good, like I'd hit a home run. Well, little did I know I didn't, right? I only lost money from that point forward until I changed the way I was doing things and learned better. So let's go back again, kind of look at the chart again. We had a big downtrend after that blow off top right there. All right. Then we had a break of trend, a back test, and a run up. Now you could argue that the SEC calls that. I don't want to hear that argument. I don't care. I'm just here for the chart. Nonetheless, we came back to that same trend line and moved off of it, only making about a 786 retrace up as opposed to the big blow off top that we did here. Okay. Set the stage for what we have right now, which is yet another big downtrend break that we can see right here. Can't deny it. Big downtrend break, big bear market line that has cracked. And now we're retesting the top of it just as we did the previous two times. Now what you're going to ask me is, well, how long is this going to take? What's going to happen? What's going to be the outcome here? Well, we can kind of break it down a little bit more here, get a little bit tighter on what we think is going to happen based on how much time was in between moves before. Precursor here, I don't like fractals. They've never actually made me any money. It's always hopium that you see. So I'm going to try to limit the hopium the best I can at this. Fractals do have their place when they're supported by resistance and support zones. You'll see the ones that I'm about to use are. Okay, I've got some basic date ranges put up on the chart here. You can see from 2013's peak to the bottom where we wanted to buy as low as we could before the big run up. That was about 1,000 days, a little over 1,000 days. And then from 2017's peak to our buying the low range, if we exclude the pandemic zone, almost said it wrong there. If we exclude that and just look at the chart based on that not actually happening, it's roughly 1,000 days again. Again, now here we are from the peak in 2021, buying as low as we can here. That's about 1,000 days would run us into roughly November or December. All right. Now, as I say this, it's important to note that we have seen the cycle speed up a little bit over the years. And what do I mean by that? I mean, because of Bitcoin mining and because we know that the harder people mine, the harder it is for them to mine Bitcoin and get the Bitcoin. However, we've noticed that there's a little bit of speed up in the hash rate no matter what. All right. And because of that, kind of speeds up our timeline forward just a little bit, not a ton. We're thinking maybe 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks max on the speed up time here. So again, I'm kind of left thinking we're getting close to the point to buy. While we're talking about Bitcoin mining, I think it's important to give our shout out to our sponsor, Spartan Bitcoin Mining. Awesome dudes. I appreciate Greg. I appreciate everything that they do. Real Bitcoin mining is awesome. There's a good chance to make money on it. Spartan Bitcoin Mining is SEC filed. They're one of the few legit people who are going to tell you everything they're doing along the way. They're a local company near me, which is cool, based in the USA. Gotta love that. If you're interested or like to be, check this out right here. There's the link. investspartanbitcoinmining.com/Keith Lay. Link will be in the description also. Good opportunity. Don't miss out. Next up, I've zoomed into the daily chart here. We were looking at the weekly, right? Very big macro kind of version. Now I'm going to zoom into the daily here and kind of show you the move that's happened that's kind of precursored the bigger moves. Now it's important to understand this isn't going to be perfect. I'm just showing you the overall move. It's not ideal. It's not to the day. None of that. It's just close. Okay. So first thing I want you to note is kind of a triple top here, if you will, and kind of a triple top here, if you will. Can or cannot confirm that that's the same, but what I do notice is this overall top that was formed right here after it broke the big bear market line. All right. That was an important thing to me, seeing it actually break this line, and that actually came with the most amazing SEC news ever, that there was no longer a securities problem for us retail people. So we're over that hump. Now it's time to dig in and find out where exactly we're going after this. So we're over top of the big bear market line. We can see that back in 2016 and 2017, chart kind of made this really gnarly fallen wedge right here. We can use a green line for that one because as you see, eventually that line broke right here. We got back over the red 200-day moving average, which is what the only indicator that I've got on the screen that you see there is, other than some lines that I've drawn. Before that, we had this bit of a lull and test back on the bear market line. Same thing we've got here, a bit of a lull where we're testing the bear market line. Now, you'll notice that right about where we are right now and right about where we were back here, that the 200 moving average actually bounced a little bit first before it failed. It didn't just give up the goods. It took a little bit. The 200 moving average is a very strong line, and because of that, it won't fall easy. Now, that being said, it did fall back here, and as soon as it broke, got its bear market test in. We haven't had another one of those just yet. After that, she broke back over the little bull flag that it formed. Yeah, you can kind of see the bull flag coming into play here now. Depending on how you want to draw it and how long it takes to get there. Whatever, just kind of showing you what I see here. Once we broke over that 200-day moving average, which we have not done yet, that was the go signal. From there, all up. Thousands of % were made in that particular move. This is just one scenario. Again, I think this does come back and back test this bear market line a little bit through the month of September, which is notoriously bad, and the month of October, which is a lull period. All right. That being said, let's give it some time to get played out here. I want to give you another look, show you some more confluence. All right, now I've got the 50-day moving average, which is the yellow line that you see, and the 821 EMA lines, which is the green and purple line you see. Green is the 8 EMA, purple is the 21 EMA. You guys have seen me use these lines on the videos all the time that I made. They're basic filters for buy-sell indicators, basic stuff that we use all the time. I want you to look back here and see what happened previously. Right about the same time, 821 downward cross through the 50. Hey, look, 821 downward cross through the 50. This is the same stuff I was showing you a moment ago, okay? After that, you saw the 50-day moving average kind of sweep to the right slowly. If I put moving average extensions on right here, hey, guess what? A slow sweep is being shown here. Moving average extensions are just a free indicator that China Matt made for us over in the Discord. Come check it out. After that, we waited for a really long time, but we got an 821 cross upward and a 50-day moving average break over here, which set the stage for this big upward move. Again, if we have the same thing happen here, a sweep down, an 821 EMA cross, and a 50-day moving average cross would be a bit of a go signal for us. Now, what you're going to ask me is, well, what kind of price can we see when that thing moons? You guys know I don't do the moon language, but the point is, how far can it go? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we have Fibonacci retracement to show us just that. Let me drop the camera off. We can get to it. On the right is our move where everybody always compares everything to 2014 to 2017 downtrend with that 2017 north break. As you see, this thing did a perfect 1618 breakout upward retrace in the previous move. On the left, the same move, if it played out, would get us toward about $6. All right, now that's the top take profit line. Those lines are actually $3.50, $4.50, and $6.50, but it's roughly around $6 for a Fibonacci 1.618 extension. Now, on the right, you'll see something a little different. It goes all the way up to 2.272. What is that number? Well, that's a blow off top. We didn't have one of those in the last bull run. We didn't have it at all. Some of them did it, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and a bunch of others didn't. So if we were to do the same thing this time, and I'm not saying we're going to do that, that would put us at around $24. You guys can do the number on the market cap. I'm not going to sit and have an argument about how much the price is going to go up to. I'm just looking at the chart. And what I do think will happen is I do think we have a good solid case for this thing to get up towards $6. Now, obviously, I want that thing to go higher. Don't be stupid. I'm on your team, XRP people, XRP Army. I'm on your team, right? I'm going to buy some. I'm going to ride it up with you. But I need you to understand, if you do not take profits, you do not make anything. So please take your profits. Rule number 4. Also, a couple more things. As you see, I got a date and price range over here. About 1,200 days is what it took from 2014 till 2017 for that thing to hit the 1.618 peak. All right. So I think that's about what it's going to take this time. And if you look, that would put us around August this time next year, perhaps up there around that $6 level. That's not a guarantee. That's just a bit of a timeline from what the other move took. Now, last thing I'll say, it will not immediately go to $6. That will be a bit of a ride to get on, all right? It's not just going to go all at once. If you look back, you see that in the previous run, this thing stopped right around Sniper's Alley, which is between 786 and 886 Fibonacci extension. And it kind of thought about it for a little bit. And I want you to look back on the previous XRP run, which I don't have pulled up right now, but it did the same thing last run. It stopped right around here. I expect that to happen again, which would be about $1.50. I do expect it to take a little breather right here and stop and think about what it's doing first before it really moves up a lot. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to happen. It won't just happen overnight, all right? So everyone who says it'll make your face melt, shut up with that stuff. Let's be realistic and be adults here, okay? So $1.50 I think is a bit of a lock at this point. From $1.50, we're going to monitor it closely. I'm hoping that that uptrend continues, and I'll show you a little bit about that right now. I'm just realizing this video is longer, and I don't like that. I try to keep these videos under 15 minutes. So, on the right, 2017 move, 58.21 EMA cross, price jumped above it, and it stayed above it the entire move up, all the way till the first top, the 1.618 extension that happened, all the way up here where you see the green box. It kind of slowed down right there, and it broke the 821 EMA and the 50-day moving average way up there at about 26 cents. Now, the peak was more around 40 cents, and we'll be looking for that to happen again. But it kind of showed you it was ready to slow down right at about June or July of 2017. Okay, there again, about a year from now, right? Kind of what I'm expecting. So the same thing happens again. We run up here, we check up and think about it. It actually did that little checkup right here. 821 stayed good. It never failed. It may fail this time. We'll see. But the signal for you to kind of think about what you're doing and it's maybe time to stop is when we get this 821 downward cross and this 50-day moving average cross. Yes, it did go up more after that. What evidence did we have to get in? Well, we had an 821 good look here, and we got back over that 50-day moving average. As you see, we will have the same opportunity to do the same thing if we get that big blow off top again. All right, now I'm hopeful we get that, but it ain't no guarantee that that's going to happen. Just want you to see a realistic point of view to get away from all the hopium that you see across crypto Twitter, crypto X, whatever it's called. One more time around the horn here to sum it all up. XRP, I like November-ish, maybe December-ish to form some sort of a bottom pattern in here, going through the fall and into the winter. Let's say that. Some sort of bottom pattern here. That's a good chance for you to get in at the last good opportunity to buy lower. Yes, it may fail and go lower than that, but by the chart look, it's a good opportunity. How about that? From there, a good solid move up to 786, which would be around $1.50 in time. That will happen. We'll see what happens after that, if it can maintain what I just showed you it needs to maintain. From there, a run up to all-time high potentially. Break all-time high, you can get up there, those extensions around $6. But this needs to go in order and follow support resistance. Anything else is hopium. Thank you all for watching again. I appreciate every single one of you that comes on here, all right? XRP people are my people. Genesis story again, 2018, 28 cents. I bought, didn't make a single dollar for almost 2 years. I hope that isn't the way you went about things. I'm hoping that you're going to get some profits this time. Take your money. Be happy. I'll be here with you the whole way. Thank you for watching again. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., y'all could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Thanks. Y'all be good. See you on the next one. Sky's the limit. Peace.